Hi, my name is Reva Seabolt. I'd like to talk today about blah blah. What do I mean by blah blah? Blah blah is when you go on and blah 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 blah. It's those thoughts, sometimes emotions, but usually thoughts that come up that haunt you. They're repetitive, come up while under stress, they come up when you can't go to sleep at night, they just come up when you're quiet, they go blah 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 blahing along. So we all have them, and they're so frequent and so regular that we begin to believe that they really are true. So think for a moment what your blah blahs are. Mine are, you're not enough. You made a mistake. Are you sure that decision was right? And many more. What are yours? You recognize them. There's not going to be enough money, not enough time, not enough energy. And they come up, and then when you're tired particularly, or hungry, angry, lonely, tired, halt in AA terms, they come up and they go around, and they can take you, suck your energy and take you right down. So I'd like to suggest that you don't have to go through that 600 times a day, that they are just thoughts that get repeated because of habits. They have no real belief, meaning. They're just thoughts. The ones that grab you. The ones that don't grab you, that are somebody else's, don't work that way. So let's play for a minute. So think of one of those thoughts that comes up for you right now. And could you open to it? And could you open to the emotion that's attached to it, if there is one? And could you allow it just to be here? Not engage with it, not argue with it, but just allow it to pass through. It's just a thought. And what's here now? The same thought or another thought? It'll never work is another one. And just open to whatever the thought is that's tantalizing your brain right now and sucking your energy and taking you down. And could you let go of your death grip, your attraction, your holding onto that thought? Would you let it go? And when? And what's here now? Is it releasing? Can you let it just slide through without attaching to it? Dun, 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 dun. And if you're attached to it, could you let go of the attachment? Or could you welcome wanting to do something about it, fix it, change it, prove it wrong, all the other things? Could you welcome wanting to do that? And could you welcome that there's any sense that this is personal? This thought has to do with you or who you are. So those sets of questions is one good way to work with it. If it's still persistent, usually because I'm, for me, tired, then go for the emotion. What's the emotion underneath that thought? Sometimes I just laugh at it if there's no emotion. And if there's emotion, go for the emotion. Explore it. And if that doesn't work, then just distract and do something different. Whatever your distraction is until it's shifted. So I probably do this thing a couple times a day at least. And I would like to suggest to you an experiment about the bleblahs. I'd like to suggest that you take 24, if not 48 hours, and write down the bleblahs. All the what ifs, you weren't, all those thoughts that are recurring in your mind, and write them down. And then just notice over that 48 hours how your relationship with them is the same. Is it changed? Is there some emotion that's usually attached? What does it look like when you see them written down? Do they carry the same weight? Or are they totally absurd? Or somewhere in between? And suggest just being honest about your bleblahs with your friends and neighbors, people you feel comfortable talking to. What are their bleblahs? What are your bleblahs? Blah, 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 blah. We all know when our friends get into a blah, 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 because we start falling asleep. So share. Do they change? Is there anyone that's new? In other words, play with them. Learn about them. Explore. And let me know what your bleblahs are. Thank you.